Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Thunder Weekly, a production of the Oklahoma Sports Report. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Mark Rodgers. Mark, we are at one of our favorite places, I-240 Western Garage. Great place. All the garages around the metro area are great places, but this is a lot of fun to come and be here. We are going into the All-Star break, Mark, and the Thunder are literally limping into the All-Star break.
Yeah, and you hope it's nothing too serious. J-Dub's hamstring appears to be good, and so I think the Thunder are going to be really, really careful with any kind of injury situation that they have, especially with core or soft tissue injuries, because the biggest impediment to the repeating as champions would be the injury situation. So you have to be extra careful. The Thunder have a pretty good lead in the West. It's shrunk a little bit to the San Antonio Spurs, but health is paramount even over home court advantage.
Well, and that's the important part, is a lot of fans are going, well, man, we're losing ground. Well, maybe, but at the same time, it does you no good to play guys that are not fully healthy and then not have them in playoff time. That's counterproductive, to say the least. But, Shea's out through the All-Star break. A.J. Mitchell probably be out. J-Dub has come back. He's still going to be a little rusty through All-Star break, but it looks like after the All-Star break that the Thunder should be in full health.
Well, you hope so. And again, even just to have a couple of those scorers back, that's where they've been deficient. Oklahoma City has a lot of depth when it comes to defense, but on a team where you have SGA as the MVP, you rely on him a lot for scoring, and the second scorers on the team are Mitchell off of the bench and J-Dub, who's an all-star last season. So you are really behind the eight ball when you have those three guys missing.
Well, and that's the whole situation. Get them well, and it'll take care of itself, is what I've been telling people, and I truly believe that. And I think the Thunder, the players know that too. They just got to get healthy coming out of the All-Star break, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Hey, we are at the I-240 and Western Garage right here on the south side of I-240, where you can have Rat Hour every day, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have domestics $3, wine $4, frozen cocktails $5, and draft cocktails $6 between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. at every garage around the metro area for Rat Hour. We'll be right back.
If you've been in an automobile accident, you need expert medical evaluation and care. Just like in football, every team needs a leader to reach the goal line. Dr. Lopez will be the quarterback of your care. With a trusted network of specialists, he makes sure every part of your injury is treated the right way. As a board-certified, fellowship-trained trauma specialist, Dr. Lopez brings years of experience to your recovery. Concussions are often overlooked, but we use the iBox concussion system, the only FDA-approved office-based device for detecting concussions. Play it safe. Get checked out without delay. Call the OKC Car Crash Clinic at 405-86-CRASH today. Your health is too important to wait.
Reveal the skin you've always wanted with Morpheus 8 at the new Laser Light. Combining the power of microneedling and radio frequency, Morpheus 8 stimulates collagen production to tighten, smooth, and contour your skin. It's a non-surgical solution for scars, wrinkles, and other blemishes, perfect for your face, neck, and body. Experience youthful, radiant skin with minimal downtime. Schedule your consultation today at the new Laser Light and discover a new you with Morpheus 8.
Mark, one of our good friends, T&W Tire, is sponsoring us this year. Talk to us about T&W Tire.
Well, we love T&W Tire. They're the sports animal locks of the week, so you're always going to get some good advice on that. T&W Tire started off in Oklahoma in the 80s with 5 locations, and they've grown to 30 locations that are all across the southwest, Midwest part of the United States. So if you need tires for a fleet of vehicles, that's what they really specialize in. They do a great job with that. But T&W is more than just tires. If your car has the check engine light on, you can roll in there, oil change, they do it all. They'll usually give you a diagnostic exam for free when you go in there. So check them out, man. They do great customer service. Love the guys at the location on 25 North Council Road over there, but they've got locations all over. As we said, great family-owned business.
The Garage is more than just a place to fix up the classic car. It's also a place to watch an instant classic. Or write the next great classic rock song. The Garage, the place to keep it classic.
Charles, I do quite enjoy Oklahoma, but I do declare I miss the pub. Oh, Michael, you silly muppet. Why don't we just go to Pub W? You plonker. Pub W. It's Oklahoma's pub with all your favorites. Fish and chips, pigs in a blanket, chili lime chicken salad, and of course, whiskey. You said whiskey, my good man? Indeed I did. Pub W. Oklahoma's pub.
And welcome back, Thunder Weekly, a production of the Oklahoma Sports Report. Heath, Mark Rodgers here from the I-240 Western Garage. Mark, we talked about the All-Star game going into the All-Star break. We haven't talked about the All-Star game. Are you an All-Star game aficionado?
I've been to a couple NBA All-Star games. I had a great time. I enjoyed it. It does not bother me that there's no defense played in an All-Star game.
It's an exhibition, I mean.
Yeah, and so they've tried to do some different things to make it a little bit more interesting, and I think the more they try to get away from just what it was, the worse that it gets. You got a ton of injuries in this year's All-Star game too, so there's not going to be a whole lot of excitement around the game, in my opinion. So, these seasons have become so long in sports that these breaks are, I think, necessary, but I don't know. The All-Star game definitely losing a little bit of
Well,
itself.
I mean, they're trying to do international against married, have 3 teams and do this and that. I give them props for trying to make it a little bit better, but it's still the All-Star game. Nobody, as you said, there's no defense. They're all going to be brother-in-law, take your shot, go down and do this, all that. And I have no problem with that. It's an exhibition. I'm not a fan of the All-Star game, but it is a break, and you get to see the players interact with each other and have fun, and for that reason, it's okay. How about the rest of the trappings around the All-Star game?
You mean
slam dunk?
Is
it a slam dunk?
The slam dunk competition, it totally went away. I mean, there's really not that many different iterations of the dunks or the way that you can do it. I mean, so the first few years, I think it was a spectacular. But the NBA has become a lot more athletic throughout the years, and so now dunks seem so common. So you almost need an oddity to
Well, I
win.
think they ought to have a defender there.
Yeah.
You got to dunk over a defender.
Make it interesting. I mean, Mac McClung, he's an oddity. I mean, Spud Webb, that was an oddity back in the day when the dunk contest was pretty good. Just guys that are really either short or don't look athletic or things like that. But anyway, no, I think the best. I do like some of the skills competitions. Those seem kind of fun.
That's my next question. Skills competitions is not bad. I mean, it shows off something different.
Yeah, and a 3-point shooting contest is good. I don't think you'll necessarily somebody who gets hot is interesting, and just to see the guy get on a heater.
My favorite thing about the 3-point shooting contest is Larry Bird walking into the locker room going, "Okay, which one of you guys is going to finish second?"
Yeah, that was elite trash talk.
And he backed it up. I mean, he could. But, this is the 3-point shooting now. I mean, bringing Damian Lillard, I mean, he's not even cleared to play. I don't think he should be able to be in the 3-point contest. I know why they're doing it, but that to me is counterproductive.
Dame's probably too close if he lines up on the line. Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit inside his range. So, yeah, and not that spectacular. There is a good field of shooters in it.
You know what my favorite part of All-Star break? Rising Stars.
Yeah, that game
is
usually fun. They do play. Sophomores always have a big advantage over the rookies in that games because a year in the NBA really, I think, is shows a tremendous amount of improvement and growth there. So, but I agree. That's fun.
That is fun. And speaking of it, A.J. Mitchell qualified. Not going to be able to play in it. Chet, hats off to Chet for making his first All-Star game, so he'll be in the All-Star game this year.
Yeah.
And that makes 3 All-Stars on the Thunder with Shea and J-Dub, and now Chet as an All-Star. Chet Holmgren, I mean, and good for him. He can do that and, make that something on his record because he needs a little recognition for what he's doing, and that's good. J-Dub, we talked about, I mean, he's coming back from his pulled hamstring. Those are always dicey, and I think he's still got a little bit of a problem with his wrist, and maybe that's going to be all year. We don't know because from time to time he kind of favors it, but it hadn't kept him from doing well. So
Your wrist is definitely a concern because it does seem like it is bothering him. So it's been a long time. They had to have a second surgery to go out and replace the screw that was in there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he played with it throughout the playoffs last year and still was effective.
Okay, coming out of the All-Star break, the Thunder do not have a daunting task. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I saw something that's interesting, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. But my first inclination when I looked it up, the Thunder were 24-4 out of the All-Star break last year. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, that was really good. Any kind of stretch like that will seal the Western Conference for them if they can do that this year.
And we'll be talking about the Western Conference in just a little bit, and trades when we get back here with Thunder Weekly at the I-240 and Western Garage here in Oklahoma City.
If you've been in an automobile accident, you need expert medical evaluation and care. Just like in football, every team needs a leader to reach the goal line. Dr. Lopez will be the quarterback of your care. With a trusted network of specialists, he makes sure every part of your injury is treated the right way. As a board-certified, fellowship-trained trauma specialist, Dr. Lopez brings years of experience to your recovery. Concussions are often overlooked, but we use the iBox concussion system, the only FDA-approved office-based device for detecting concussions. Play it safe. Get checked out without delay. Call the OKC Car Crash Clinic at 405-86-CRASH today. Your health is too important to wait.
Reveal the skin you've always wanted with Morpheus 8 at the new laser light. Combining the power of microneedling and radio frequency, Morpheus 8 stimulates collagen production to tighten, smooth, and contour your skin. It's a non-surgical solution for scars, wrinkles, and other blemishes, perfect for your face, neck, and body. Experience youthful, radiant skin with minimal downtime. Schedule your consultation today at the new laser light and discover a new you with Morpheus 8.
I'm Oklahoma Sooner quarterback John Mateer. My job is to move the ball down the field and get the Sooners across the goal line. If you have been injured in an auto accident, you need a pro to be the quarterback of your medical care needs. Right here is your guy for the job.
Thanks, John. I'm Dr. Martin Lopez with the Oklahoma City Car Crash Clinic. I'm a specially trained physician with decades of training experience to help get injured Oklahomans back into the game of life.
Make your best play. Call and contact Dr. Lopez at 405-86-CRASH or visit okccrash.com.
Reveal the skin you've always wanted with Morpheus 8 at the new laser light. Combining the power of microneedling and radio frequency, Morpheus 8 stimulates collagen production to tighten, smooth, and contour your skin. It's a non-surgical solution for scars, wrinkles, and other blemishes, perfect for your face, neck, and body. Experience youthful, radiant skin with minimal downtime. Schedule your consultation today at the new laser light and discover a new you with Morpheus 8.
The Garage is more than just a place to fix up the classic car. It's also a place to watch an instant classic. Or write the next great classic rock song. The Garage, the place to keep it classic.
Charles, I do quite enjoy Oklahoma, but I do declare I miss the pub. Oh, Michael, you silly muppet. Why don't we just go to Pub W? You plonker. Pub W. It's Oklahoma's pub with all your favorites. Fish and chips, pigs in a blanket, chili lime chicken salad, and of course, whiskey. You said whiskey, my good man? Indeed I did. Pub W. Oklahoma's pub.
And welcome back. Mark Rodgers, Rick Heath on Thunder Weekly from the I-240 and Western Garage here in Oklahoma City, where you can have Rad Hour. In addition to all of these wonderful hamburgers, I mean, they got all kinds of burgers, they got tacos, they got salads, they got great French fries, all of that. In addition to that, they have Rad Hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., where you can get drink specials and food specials all day long, almost, here at the Garage in Oklahoma City. Mark, we just got through the trade deadline, and the Thunder made a move that I thought was really very favorable to them. Jerry McCain was brought over from the Philadelphia 76ers and that got universal praise from around the NBA.
It really did. He's battled some injuries, but when he's been healthy, especially to begin his career in Philadelphia, he's been excellent. He's been a good shooter. And when you look at the structure of the roster, Ousmane Dieng's contract was coming up, so they needed to do something with him to create some value. And so they replaced that roster spot with a guy that has 2 more years on his rookie contract at a very low price. And so you have upside and you've got good salary. And so it was a really good move for the Thunder. The Thunder also have a surplus of picks. They don't want to take all those picks because those are guaranteed roster spots with a first-round pick. So Oklahoma City was able to maneuver in a way that made him a really good player.
Well, yeah, and bring him in. He was on track. His first year, his rookie year, he was playing so well that he was mentioned as Rookie of the Year candidate. Got hurt. This year he's been behind with the rest of the 76er guards, VJ Edgecombe and the rest. So he was available. I thought that it was kind of short-sighted on the 76ers, but good for them because they didn't need him. Thunder wanted him. They got it, as you said. And Ousmane Dieng, good for him. He goes Charlotte, Chicago, Milwaukee. I mean, and so he ought to be able to, do well at Milwaukee. He's not going to take Giannis's spot, obviously, but at the same time, he has the ability and an opportunity now on a new team to start over and show what he can do.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him to land in Milwaukee. Chicago would have been a spot also. There's a chance the Bucks do keep Giannis going forward, and so that could be a good place for him to land and absolutely get into the rotation.
Well, I wish that he would be able to play next to Giannis because they might learn how to do something with a little bit more emphasis.
Yeah,
by osmosis, exactly. I like Ousmane Dieng for his skills, but he just didn't have the motor to be able to get in and be in a highly competitive game, I thought. And so the Thunder did well to get him into a place where he might be able to get something. Other trades, any other trades strike your fancy?
A few things. I think James Harden going to Cleveland has given them a chance to have a good combination between he and Donovan Mitchell. I think Harden's playing good. I think he's learned a lot throughout the course of his career. I know he's a polarizing guy around here. People sometimes don't like him. He's come up short.
Can I raise my hand?
Yeah, he's come up short in some big moments in the playoffs, but I think that's a good move for Cleveland in the East. I think 2 things in the West that stood out to me. One is the Timberwolves were able to get a point guard in Ayo Dosunmu from the Bulls. I think he's a good player. I think he can score. That gives them some ability to create and put points on the board at that position where they didn't have it. So,
and what they need more than anything else is they needed a Mike Conley type, which he's going around the NBA coming back to Timberwolves after being traded. But you're right. That's about the only thing in the West that struck my fancy is, at least they got a point guard they needed. Now, is he a great point guard? We don't know. He was not great at Chicago, but he showed some promise. And him being in charge, we'll see how much that puts the Timberwolves the rest of the year up.
Yeah, I like Minnesota. I think that's a team that can make some noise in the playoffs, especially to win a round. And then I think the Rockets didn't address their issue at point guard for whatever reason. I don't know. It just looks like that team, now without Steven Adams, they're going to be poor on defense, and they're also going to still be susceptible to turnovers. And so when they're giving up points and then also giving up points on turnovers, I think that costs them. I think they're a team that's out in the first round this year.
Well, yeah, and the Rockets, their strength was offensive rebounding, and for one reason, Mount St. Adams. Steven Adams was just a rock in there with offensive rebound, and now that he's out, they don't really have anybody to replace him. And so without a really good point guard and without that, I think you're right. They kind of fall back. But going back to the Jared McCain, I heard you on the radio saying, maybe not as big an impact this year, which means it might be next year before he shows his full. And I understand that. But he has come out and done some positive things in his shooting ability on the offense. Still lacking on defense a little bit, but hey, we'll see how well he fits in.
One thing to add on that, though, is if the Thunder is without A.J. Mitchell or without J-Dub in the playoffs, and maybe Sam Presti's thinking a little bit ahead on J-Dub, and the move is the right move for all these other reasons, but he would be able to provide scoring punch that you would significantly lack without one of those 2 guys, because the Thunder were really, really behind, even when SGA was playing without those 2.
Yeah, and maybe that's the plug-and-play guy that they needed. Hey, we are at the I-240 and Western Garage. Come by for Rad Hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Thunder Weekly, a production of the Oklahoma Sports Report. If you want to find us, you can find us at YouTube at Oklahoma Sports Report. Also, I want to mention my good-looking hat here, Surf and Turf. Surf and Turf. There we go. Surf and Turf reminds me of the food I like to eat, but surfandturfgolf.com. Got great hats, Thunder colors, and corporate. If you have a company, family reunion, anything like that, where you want to make a specialized group of hats, surfandturf.com can take care of you from that. Surfandturfgolf.com will take care of you for your individual or company needs. So after the All-Star break, coming out of it, there's going to be a lot of teams trying to make up ground, trying to gain ground, how you want to spend it. In the East, who are your 3 or 4 teams that you're looking at to make a move towards the playoffs?
All right, I like Detroit, number 1. I mean, I think Cade Cunningham is having a great season. He's doing so much at that point guard position. He is difficult to stop from scoring or penetrating and finding guys to score. So I like Detroit.
Now, one thing about Detroit has a similar record to the Thunder.
Yeah.
So if they finish neck and neck, whoever has the best record gets the home court advantage. That was huge. Last year, nobody threatened the Thunder. This year, Detroit has a chance to.
Detroit definitely does. So I like them the most. I think I like Cleveland the second best in the East. Then I also, Boston has a chance to be good. I think that Jaylen Brown's as good of a player as there is on any roster.
Now, Tatum has been showing up, ready to go. Is he going to come back this year, or are they going to let him?
I think they're going to let him. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, they can't sit there and say that, it'd be tough to integrate him into the. No, that good a player, you want him back.
When he's your best player, you can integrate him.
Yeah, and so I like Boston. I like their philosophy. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. And so those to me are the 3 teams. It'll be fun to watch Charlotte. I think they're going to be in the play-in. But they're playing good basketball right now and have a lot of confidence.
The other one, the Knicks. Now, I'm not a Knicks fan, but a lot of people in the East think that when it comes playoff time, that they'll have a chance. I don't know that they do, because I still think when you rely on Jalen Brunson as your main guy and you shut him down, they have no alternative playmaker.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like they fit together, and then there's not enough offense. There are guys that you feel like they can score. Bridges to me is as okay. Anunoby does a lot of things well, but I think there are other teams that have more offense.
I like Anunoby. That's one of those guys that if he was on a different team, I think he would show out better. How about the West? How are you? I mean, we've already talked Thunder, Spurs, Minnesota, Denver. I mean, those are all the same teams as last year. And they're all very, very good teams.
All right, I got Oklahoma City 1. I think I have Denver 2. Denver has similar injury questions as Oklahoma City does, but they got the big fella out there, which helps a lot. I'm going to put Minnesota ahead of San Antonio, but just slightly. The Spurs don't have any playoff experience. I think that they can get some this year. They're just not quite ready yet. Especially with their guards. I mean, Wembanyama is a freak and can really impact games in a lot of ways. But I think that the Spurs' future is going to be bright, but just not this year.
And one of the things about Wembanyama, as great as he is, they're starting to build up a little bit of a book on him. Mm-hmm. Whereas you can get into him a little bit and keep him from being as dominant as he has been. And I think that's the one thing that they will have to adapt to, and he will have to adapt to, for him to take the next step, is how does he adapt to somebody right up in him to keep him from being able to dribble or make his moves or something like that. So I think you're right. Inexperienced guards, Wembanyama's kind of, they have a way of playing with him. The Thunder, again, they are the favorites, should be, and if they get everybody healthy, they should be the favorites to repeat. Nobody has done it for a long time for a reason, and that's the only thing I'm thinking of is, does Adam Silver want Oklahoma City to repeat? Because I'm a believer in sometimes those kind of things work out.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, I'm sure it's worked out well that more teams have had a taste of the championship in the NBA for Adam Silver. I mean, it's nothing personal against Oklahoma City. I mean, if Adam Silver had his way, it'd be the Knicks and the Lakers in the finals, but I don't think he's going to have that option.
He won't have that. Hey, we want to thank you for watching this week's Thunder Weekly here from the I-240 and Western Garage. We'll see you next week.